Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a new moon in Capricorn reading for you, occurring on the 18th of this month. This is impacting you in the area of your significant relationships. So we'll see what that looks like. The new moon is occurring just ahead of Neptune and Saturn's entrance into Aries. So this is about this last degree of Pisces, really wrapping up and finishing up a lot of the old business, a lot of the changes that have been made, a really final release, and may be contributing to that floaty sense that you may be experiencing. Your overall energy for this reading is the Ace of Cups, and in this way, it feels as though there is a dream that is recurring for you. Can be a waking dream, as in something you greatly desire, or this can be a dream that is recurring, something that is perhaps unclear to you, confusing, or takes you out of your body, out of the known world, out of a familiar place, and inserts you into a place of instability, confusion, like unsure of which way to go. So these are, to some extent, natural feelings. You're picking up on a lot of the global social changes we're experiencing, right? We're in a fairly unstable and often chaotic or even cruel time. And so you are protecting yourself in some ways and trying to deeply understand the opportunities that exist at this time. I pulled from the Soul's Journey card the acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. And so this is confirming this idea that the world outside may seem in a tumult, but you are careful not to absorb any of that negativity. You are clear that beyond the external or superficial chaos or unkindness, cruelty, exclusion, or violence that is apparent in the world, that your experience moves beyond that, and understanding that there is some deep healing that may be occurring through these upheavals. From the Egyptian Sacred Animal Oracle, I pulled the Vulture card, number 22, and I'm going to read from the guidebook what this is describing. The key words are reliability and purification. The vulture is a symbol of protection and motherhood associated with the goddess Nekhbet, protector of Upper Egypt and representing safety and support for pharaohs and newborns, reflecting a maternal and protective figure. If it appears to you, consider the vulture a sign of great protection. It also symbolizes renewal and regeneration, suggesting that it is time to let go of the past and embrace new opportunities. Its keen vision encourages you to rely on your intuition and inner wisdom, guiding you through difficult situations. Since vulture keep the environment clean, it may be a call to purify your life by dedicating time to physical and spiritual cleansing. Reflect on how you can eliminate negative energies from your life or things that are unnecessary. In many ways, the world itself is going through the death throes of an old order. And in that way, we can embrace the positive attributes of the vulture, right? Sort of picking the carcass clean, making sure that none of the old or residual negative impact, power dynamics are not carried into what is emerging as a new alternative vision for the world and shared abundance. In the 10th house, The Empress. Wow. This is the way others see you, your place in your universe. And the Empress is all about power, presence, gentle kindness, productivity. Uh, there's an image emerging here of never being at rest because your attunement to your loving, giving, and receiving nature is so acute, certainly in the outside world, in your community, that you are busy uh, uh, being energized by the sense of creating beauty around you, doing things that you enjoy, understanding this is the antidote that is required of you in what can be challenging times. The more you love, the more you give, the more you receive. And of course, there is a challenge with any card, no matter how powerful. With the Empress and the Ace of Cups, your job is to receive the love that you have generated, the love that is your reward, to allow yourself to be admired, lifted up, cared for, and inspired by others. In the first house, the Four of Swords, this is your perspective coming out of great difficulty, a sense of a pattern of failure, betrayal, a heartache, or sorrow that you've experienced. Really looking underneath that pattern and recognizing your responsibilities in any settings or situations or relationships in which you have perhaps unintentionally chosen over and over again the same disappointing result. And as a result of that, you have understood that your foundation for the life you are now living, that you are now calling in, is that gratitude, that acceptance that these experiences improved you, made you better, helped you understand your power and your strength, and incredible beauty. There's a lot of energy here around beauty, fluidity, flexibility, even mutability, being there for others as is needed. Really, this is making me think of uh, in where I live, drought has been defeated, at least temporarily, as our climate is a reaction, a form of response to our cruelty to the planet. Nevertheless, the sense of being nourished, of being in the waters, is perhaps as often reflected in our own sense of weariness, tiredness, sorrow, as we absorb all of the held back emotions, the pent up anger, the violence that we see in the world around us. And so it is not unusual for you to feel tired, to feel a need to withdraw, to allow yourself the retreat that allows you the rest that is so key to our ability to reset moving forward within the next few weeks, literally. So don't deny yourself that. Sleep, dreams are a beautiful thing, and really allowing yourself to recharge, I think, is key here. I know that I'm surprised by the amount of sleep that I have been enjoying lately, and it is delicious. In the fourth house, the Emperor. Well, we have the spiritual, almost divine counterpart here of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And this is telling me that you or a partner are providing yourself with the control, the limited control that you feel confident you can exercise over your own affairs, your own body, your own life. This is a retreating from trying to take control or have control in the world at large, recognizing there is a lot beyond your control and that you accept that gladly. that you can occupy yourself by controlling the things that are within your purview. This can well be a partner who supports you, who empowers you, who lifts you up, understanding the precious engine of love that you are in your community, in your life, in the world. So this is a beautiful way of actually restricting your powers so that you're sure that you're able to withstand the onslaught of unprecedented change and events that no one can be adequately prepared for. In the seventh house of significant others, the Queen of Pentacles. What a beautiful compliment. This whole idea that your natural state of being, your natural state of significant relationship with any and all important partners is one of productivity. It's one of doing things joyfully together, acknowledging the abundance of the world, the abundance of resources, the privileges we have wherever we are, and the ability to be productive around that, to be seeing ways to exercise this talent you have for making things beautiful, better, useful. It motivates you. It motivates your relationships. Your most productive relationships feel to be your most pleasurable ones. And that speaks very much to a significant partner in your life. The flavor of that relationship is mirrored and echoed in the sense of building things together, building things beyond yourselves as individuals. If this reading is resonating for you, Cancer, please like this video, share this with others if you feel inclined to do so, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. Your presence here is greatly appreciated. Thank you in advance for that. I'm going to clarify the axis of the horoscope wheel, starting with the first house. The Four of Swords is clarified by the Judgment card. Is that the Judgment? Yes. And the Emperor is clarified by the Ace of Cups, a repeat here. The Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Star card, and the Empress is clarified by the Hanged One. Wow. Okay, so you are in a major time of change, and it feels like a time of reward for you. And that can be in some way not confusing, but it is the times of greatest need and upheaval where our best qualities come to the fore, and that somehow is resonating for you right now. The Four of Swords, clarified by the Judgment card. There's a way that you have made a decision about something. This can be about the way in which you are redefining yourself vis-a-vis conditions of your past. Perhaps this is relationships. This can be opportunities that you've experienced that have continually disappointed you or let you down. You understand the value of those, and you're actually incorporating those lessons into a decision that you're making now. This decision has everything to do with your purpose, your mission, one of your missions or purposes. We all have many, quite possibly, and is allowing you to move in a direction that does allow you to leave painful things in the past. It feels like a fairly clean break that has already occurred for you, but it's occurred at a soul level, so that this break has been occurring for quite a while, and you now recognize what much of the healing that you've been undergoing has affected. The Ace of Cups, abundant in this reading, is clarifying the Emperor, and this is almost like the upwelling of the positive lessons. When you remove the things that hurt, the things that were painful, the things that rejected you, what is left is this beautiful energy of love, emotion that is freely shared as you have come to the sense of being in control of you and not responsible for the actions or movement of others. You're no longer connecting yourself up or taking responsibility for those, particularly those in your family story. You recognize that from their lessons, from their experiences, you've learned to prioritize yourself and your phenomenal skill, talent, gift of love and creativity. This is foremost for you. This is what defines you. And this is how you meet what can be very discouraging, frightening experiences of our lives with this sense of being there in whatever way is needed. In the seventh house, the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Star card. This is interesting because it appears to me that your significant relationships, your friends, your family members, your spouses, any or all of those, is part of a way that you have understood you are building a better world. Finding appropriate and balanced relationships, fairness in your relationships, equity, being there to be productive, to create access and abundance for others, showing others how, is part of what is triggering this human idealism, this way in which you understand the world can be and is in reality, certainly in your reality, a better place. This is really quite beautiful. I'm really touched by this. It's as though we're being reminded that we have what some might call heaven on earth through the experiences of our own lives when they are carefully tended, when we stay in attunement with those around us and with the natural order of things. In the 10th house, the Empress card is clarified by the Hanged One. Something about sacrifice is coming through for me here. You have sacrificed quite a bit of this beautiful quality of love, nurturance, attention, care for others, your advisement. You've given that freely to those that you care about, to those that seek your support. And that in some way that has helped you to adjust your perspective so that you have been able to comfortably release those relationships or activities that you can't control, but understanding them better, understanding the lessons of that better, understanding the perspective of those that you don't seek to control, but you seek to work on their behalf. And there's a way that this opportunity to receive the love or attention, the rewards of your efforts is allowing you to shift your perspective. Perhaps that attention and reward is coming from unexpected places that are requiring you to adjust the way that you have viewed relationships in the past that were hurtful or sorrowful. I'm going to clarify or finish off this reading, I should say, with a crystal oracle and hope that this has been insightful for you. Many have pulled that jumped out, and that seems on purpose. The selenite. This is keywords, spiritual awakening. I'm a spiritual warrior of the light. And as is so often the case with you, Cancer, I feel such a powerful connection uh, to this beautiful gift of love that you share so freely and generously with your world. So thank you for this. Don't forget to like this video or subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. Until next time, Cancer, namaste.